So this is the Atlas World Voyager, and I'm on deck 7 right now. I'm going to head up to deck 8. I'm going to do a ship's tour here. There are 8 decks on this ship, and about 200 passengers, which is pretty amazing for the size of the ship. It's quite a large ship for this many people, and I believe that's one of the reasons this is considered a luxury cruise. Deck 8 has the walking track. By the way, it's 4 in the morning right now. We're in the North Atlantic, just heading around to the very northern tip of Scotland. And it's chilly, but not unbearably cold. And this is the aft part of the ship. I'm going to go ahead and just walk around here. This is the walking track. This is where they keep the Zodiacs. So Atlas has different kinds of cruises. They have expedition cruises, which typically those involve the Zodiacs, and then I believe they call these cultural cruises, where you learn about the culture of the various places that you're going to be going. So this is a cultural cruise. We're going Scotland, Shetland Islands, all the way into Norway and the fjords. And as I mentioned, it's 4 in the morning. The sun comes up in the North Atlantic very early. Like, I believe 4:02 was sunrise, and it's almost 11 when there's sunset. I believe we're supposed to arrive at 8 a.m. I'm surprised most of this cruise so far, we're on our 3rd day, I believe, and we've always been in sight of land. I thought we might see more ocean, so, which is nice. I don't know, for some reason seeing land makes me feel safer, but you're always safe on these big ships. So this is they call this the observation dome. So this is the forward part of the ship. And if you go down, you can't go down from here, you can go down from the other part over here. If you go down from here, you can go to deck 7 and you can go into the observation area. So I'm going to head down to deck 7. And you can see from here, they've got a pool, a fairly big pool for the size of the ship. 2 hot tubs, and what looks like a bar and a food service area. That's exactly what it is. They do lunch down here. I don't believe they do breakfast, but you can do lunch, and they also do dinner. So we're going to walk over there. The stairs are steep, very steep. Okay, I believe this is just for the crew here. Crew only. Crew only, yes. Okay. And as I mentioned, they have an area here where you can do lunch. So this is the area where you sit for lunch, and you can also reserve a table for dinner. And they have gelato in here in the evenings, at lunchtime too. This is where they set up kind of a buffet for hot food, and you order off a menu for dinner. There's a buffet around lunchtime, and then you can also order off a menu for lunch. And as I understand it, you can actually get the char-grilled food here. I saw a ribeye steak, so that's something I want to try before we get off the ship for sure. And then here's the bar area. Again, deck 7. Go forward past the pool and Forward is going to be the dome observation area. So we're going to go this way to the dome. And here's the dome. So here they have games, books, entertainment, and of course a bar. Looks like a dance floor too. And I've been up here a few times. The tables are kind of low, so if you're using a computer, you have to bend over. And then of course here's an outdoor area where you can sit right at the forward part of the ship and look out. Yeah, looks like somebody started a puzzle here. Okay, and then so the rest of the floors down to 4 are mostly cabins. 4 is not cabins, but 6 and 5 are mostly cabins. There's an aft area where you can actually sit and kind of look out. So I'll walk to that area now. There's 2 sets of stairs, 2 sets of elevators. Maybe more, but those are the ones I know about. The bridge is on deck 6. And here is an open deck, which is this way. And that way is the bridge. We can walk over to the bridge. I haven't been there. I'm going to go check it out. Bridge closed. So, it says this is the entrance. Okay. The stairway up to deck 7. Okay, I'm going to head aft now. Okay, here's the open deck in the aft part of the ship. So they have this open area here. This is on deck 6 and deck 5. Actually on deck 7 too, which is right above us. So this is a nice place to sit and look out. And you can go down to deck 5 from here, which I'm going to do right now on this exterior stairs. And here's deck 5. I call this a Zephyr Lounge. And then I know you can go down to deck 4, and that's an outdoor eating area. We'll go ahead and do that too. These are nice areas here. I really like this. This might even actually be a little bit nicer. It's got couches and they look to be more comfortable chairs. But I haven't sat in any of the chairs, so I don't know how comfortable they are. We'll go down one more deck here. So this is deck 4, the outdoor eating area. And We're going to have breakfast here in 2.5 hours. So it's 4:30 in the morning. So they don't set up for breakfast at 4:30. I was kind of surprised too. I was up really early, 2 or something in the morning. My sleep is still messed up. And I asked for coffee, and they had a bewildered look at the front desk. And then one of the guys that does cleaning said, "Oh, I can make you a coffee." And so I got my coffee, which is kind of unusual. In most cruise lines that I've been on, you can get coffee pretty much 24 hours a day. And I didn't want to bother Kate by running our coffee maker in our room, so I left. And as I understand it, sometimes they'll have grilled food out here if the weather's nice. All right, I'm gonna head back up. So deck 7 and deck 4 are the areas where everything's happening. This is deck 5, and I'm headed to the observation deck right now. You have to go through a couple of doors to get there. This is the first door, and you actually have to go through these doors here. But we're right here, and the bow of the ship basically, there's a little pathway there, and you can look out. So we're in port right now, so it won't be windy. So you gotta push on the door a little bit, the handle I should say. Okay, a little breezy up here, but anyway, this is deck 5, front of the ship. They call this the observation deck. And this is where you can observe. And I believe the bridge is deck 6, so one deck up. And we go back the same way we came with this watertight door. All right, I just came down the stairs to deck 4. This is the Atlas Lounge. So then there's the theater, which is the forward part of the ship. And they have a bar right here. No shortage of bars. Morning. So sometimes they have entertainment here. We had a bagpipe player the other day. And if you go aft, we're on deck 4, you head aft. This is the very forward part of the ship. This is where the theater's at. So if you head aft, this is the Amerigo Vespucci Auditorium. So this is where they have all the lectures for kind of enrichment, cultural enrichment. I've watched at least one of the lectures. It was about how the Vikings used sort of stellar navigation to guide themselves. And there's plenty of room, plenty of seating for everybody. They have these places here. I guess these are for your drinks, if you want to bring a drink with you. This is broadcast to your room. So if you want to watch in your room, in the comfort of your own room, you can do that, which is what I've done. I haven't actually attended the lectures yet. This is probably my favorite part of the ship. I don't know why, but I'm just comfortable here. And then they have TVs set up around in various areas here, so you can these are like the shore excursions that we're going to have. We're going to a place called Scabster, which it's fairly small as I understand it. We're going to find out when we get there. Here's the medical center. So we were just in the lounge auditorium, and then as you can see, there's a gym, a spa, boutique, restaurant, grab and go. Grab and go is the Paula's Pantry. Here's the big screen version of what's in the other TVs. Hello. Another place, another sitting spot. Paula's Pantry, not open yet. I believe shore excursions are over here. Yeah, there's no signage that tells you. But I've seen people in here talking about shore excursions. Another sitting area. Hi. Oh, I need to cover this. So, this is where you get water. So, the left side still water, the right side sparkling, and there's bottles in your room that you can fill up. Okay, this is Paula's Pantry, and we've got the setup for breakfast right here. There's croissants, and then these sort of cheesy, it's a cheese-filled bread kind of thing that's really good. And then they've got some Danish up on the top shelf, as well as some waffles, which are dipped in either chocolate or vanilla or some type of frosting. And then there's some muffins on the left side. And then there's these sort of power bar type things in the scale right here. And down here there's fresh fruit, and then fresh squeezed juices, and I believe he'll actually make you juices if you want. And this is tuna on the left, and then we've got some yogurts and various types of granola and that kind of stuff in the bar here. And then you can have teas, and there's coffee. I thought I'd put up some pictures of what lunch looks like in Paula's Pantry. So they've got what looks like kind of a pizza flatbread, these rolls that have sausage, a couple of kinds of quiche. Up on the top there's cookies and kind of like little custard cups. And over here they've got sandwiches. They always have vegan type stuff in here also. And juices just like they had in the morning. And then there's little fruit cups also. So they'll heat this stuff up for you if you want, or you can have it cold, either way. It's a hand washing station, restroom, the Madeira restaurant. This is main dining. This is what they would call main dining on big cruise ships. And here's, so they have a buffet normally, and then you can also order a la carte. And this is what they have for a la carte. And it's self-seating. You just sit wherever you like. Plenty of room for everybody, I've found out. Even though the weather's chilly and most people want to stay inside. They haven't set up for breakfast yet. Right, I forgot to mention on this side, so the other side is how you get to the restaurant, and then this is the other side of the store also, but the spa and sauna are on the left side here. I don't know if these are open or not. Let me see. So that's closed right now. Oh, there's a gym here too. That's probably closed. Oh, this is open. Oh, okay. All right, I'll just go ahead and do a quick video in here. So this is, they call this a sauna. These are heated, by the way. Always. I've never even tried sitting in one of these. And then this is how you get to the spa. I don't know what's in there. And this is a sauna over here. And they've got a shower here. So let's see. Doesn't feel like it's on right now. So, oh, okay, I guess you control the heat there. And then there's water there. Usually, yeah, okay, there's stones and water, so you can have a little steam in your sauna if you like. Okay, and I believe the gym is over here, if I'm not mistaken. Fitness studio. Okay, yeah, here it is. Let's see, I don't know if it's open or not. Oh, it is, okay. And there's nobody in here. I should probably take advantage of this. And here they've got a couple of bikes and a mirror, treadmills, one of these expensive machines. I think I've seen these on a couple of cruise ships. They're kind of an all-in-one thing. And then of course a bench and some mats. And you've got some dumbbells here. All right, this is deck 3. This is the deck that we are on. And sometimes the crew leaves this open. So this is basically where you tender. You go out this door right here on deck 3 to get to the tender. But there isn't much here, a few rooms. We've got some crew right across the hall from us. Crew that way. The elevator and the stairway. Same thing here. And then expedition is that direction. And this is how you get to the Zodiacs and the rest of the gear that they use for the expedition cruises.